Okay, so this is a tour of my sports medicine facility. This facility is largely focused on post-surgical rehab, so like regaining range of motion, basic function, helping with pain relief, and then eventually getting the athletes back to return to play. This is based off of a clinic, so you are in a hospital. When you first walk in, you see this waiting room where you can get checked in by the receptionist. You can wait. I have a fire hydrant over here, or a fire extinguisher over here. When you go off of the right, you get into a doctor's office. And when you come in here, you'll be seen by the physicians, one of the couple of physicians that are here. This is largely for new patients or post-op checks just to make sure the incision looks good, or physician's orders for rehab. And then you come out into this big door here. I have 2 doors, double doors for in case of a stretcher. This room right here is the big rehab room. This is when you first come in. Off to the left, you have a shelf with plates, kettlebells, and barbells, with some artwork on the wall and a fire hydrant or fire extinguisher there. I have a couple of benches here with some bars and some more plates on the wall. Off to the right are some treadmills, and then we have some aerobic step-ups. And then I have some bikes right here as well, and these have some like built-in entertainment. I have a mini fridge here as well for waters in case people get thirsty. And then I have these AEDs. They're supposed to be AEDs, but the floor planner does not have those. So these are AEDs on the wall here in case of a cardiac arrest event, because they are exercising. And then I have a couple of medicine balls here just for extra storage. In here is the taping room. These are for the athletes who, need some taping, or because it's post-surgical, they need their incisions checked and cleaned and then rebandaged. I have some garbage cans here for them as well. And then I have another aerobic step up thing here. I have some TheraBands on the wall, and I have them over here as well for basic rehab like range of motion and stretching. And then I have this target on the wall too for when they become return to play ready and we start working with, baseball players, basketball players, etc. And then I have all sorts of different medicine balls, some foam rollers there, and then another fire extinguisher. And then straight out in here, I have the wet room with the drains. I have 2 Whirlpool tubs for hot or ice baths. I have some heated towel racks, and then some storage for towels as well, and then a hamper for the wet towels. And then right next to that, I have the e-stim and ultrasound room. We have our ultrasound machine here with the appropriate outlets. I have some e-stim machines here as well as some treatment beds. I have a 60-inch flat screen TV for entertainment while they lay here because it takes about 10 to 20 minutes. And then I have a chair one as well if it includes upper extremity with another e-stim. And like I said, the appropriate outlets. And then you come out here, and then you get into here, and then this is the office space. I know it's small, but I figured they're not going to all be working, so the 5 ATs and 6 PTs and doctors will not be working all the same days. Some of them have to have days off. I have a calendar, another fire extinguisher for safety. I have trash can and a big whiteboard in case they need to do some patient rehab planning. And then into here, I have the bathroom. Floor planner also does not have stalls, so I had to do some makeshift stalls here. But there are 2 stalls here with a sink, another sink, and then I have some garbage cans there as well. And then another double door just in case, multiple exits and entrances. And then in here, I have some storage for any of the gauze or materials needed for them to run this place. And then I have another exit or entrance here as well.